Mr. Ketels, we are here at the Baltic Development Forum Summit 2006, and you have just presented the third State of the Region report. What were the main conclusions?
Well, first of all, I think the existence of this report and the opportunity that we had here to discuss the third report is really a testament that this region is coming together. When we started out on this venture, we said that this is not a region just by geography. It needs to become a region by choice. More and more, I think, we are seeing this region by choice emerging. There are a lot of activities in the region that are trying to establish very practical links to improve competitiveness and innovative capacity in our region. Now, what we try to do in this report is to provide a little bit of the background, really, if you will, a map that allows policymakers, decision makers in business and in policy to move forward on this common agenda. What did we see this year? Well, first of all, I think we took a new look at the environment, the global environment in which we compete. This is a region on the periphery of Europe. It's a region that's not very densely populated, so we have a hard start to interest people in our region. Now, countering to that, I think we have had wind that pushed us forward in the past, because this is a region that really benefited from globalization. We have exactly what is needed in this global world. We have the skills, we have the stable institutions, and we have the global connections through our network of multinational companies. That is then reflected also in the success that we still see in terms of economic prosperity. We are one of the most successful regions in the world, clearly ahead in Europe, both on economic prosperity but also on competitiveness indicators. But what we see in this report again is that we can't just expect the same wind to push us forward in the future. We need to take active steps to interest people in this region to further improve competitiveness. And we have our to-do list to work on. We haven't been as dynamic as other parts of the region in the last few years. So we need to move on and actually turn what we find in this report in terms of ideas and turn it into action.
If you should make such a to-do list of points of action, what would be the top three points on that list?
Well, there are a couple of items that everybody speaks about. It is innovation, how we can make sure that the good ideas that are being created in our region really are turned into new products, new services, new ways of serving the market. And there's still a lot to do. There is cluster development, because we need to specialize, especially because we are a region that is relatively small. We need to focus.
Do you see anything in alignment with what you're saying here? Do you see any kind of best cases on such issues?
No, I do think that we're moving more and more in that direction. And, I talked about Denmark. Sweden is starting a Globalization Council. There are interesting examples in Iceland about regional growth agendas. Finland, I think, has had a history of thinking about these issues. So we're slowly moving in that direction. I think we need to keep up the pace. Then it'll work out. We just can't view this as a technocratic challenge. This is a challenge for our society.
In the report, there's also an outlook on 2007. What do you think the main developments or the main issues will be in the year to come?
Well, competitiveness is something that kind of moves in the medium term. There are not main drastic changes from year to year. But I think what we need to probably will have to deal with is a slightly more challenging external environment. The U.S. economy is slowing down. Other factors, I think, will make it not as easy for us